What's up, ACPS? Are you locked in for your new school year? Check out our very first episode of Teen Talk Season 3 and learn all tips and tricks to make this school year your school year. What's up, ACPS? It's your host, Suha Kim, and welcome to Teen Talk. It is an honor to start the third season of Teen Talk, and I'm very eager to create a show for students by students. In today's episode, we will be kicking off our new school year together. Today, we will be here with Mary Kay Connerton, the 2024 Maryland State Teacher of the Year, 2023 AACPS Teacher of the Year. Recently, she was selected as one of the 48 teachers who have been recognized nationwide with their excellence as a teacher and a guidance of life for growing youths. Hello, Mrs. Connerton. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today, Suha.
Of course. So last year, you were recognized by the Maryland State as the Maryland Teacher of the Year while working at Annapolis High School. Shout out to the Panthers.
Whoop whoop. Hey, how you know?
So could you tell us about what that award recognizes in your journey of an educator?
Yes. That is such a good question. The award recognizes teaching that is going to appeal to not just students, but also their families, and teachings that can be applied to staff members and colleagues. And so the process was quite long. It actually started after I earned and won the award as the County Teacher of the Year. And so there was an application process, and then we had finalists from across the state, and then we had interviews, and they chose their winner. And it has been such an honor, Suha, to represent all the teachers across the state and to really advocate for not just the platform that I believe in and have based my career on, but also for one that I believe will reach every single student and staff member in the state.
Thank you. So going deeper into the platform you believe in, I understand that you had a new position here at ACPS. So could you tell the viewers more about that, please?
Yes, it is such a dream come true, and I really genuinely mean that. I have it on my 2014 vision board. But so make a long story short, I had this vision when I was a special educator to provide wellness practices to students as a way to help them be ready to learn and to feel comfortable in their mind, body, and spirit, because I was able to see firsthand how when we had students who practiced wellness, the impact that it had on them socially, emotionally, academically was huge. And so my journey took me out of the special ed classroom, but always keeping that in the heart. And I went to Annapolis High School and piloted the yoga class Stretch Your Wellness that's now at Arundel and at every high school in the district. And it morphed into this wellness program. So from that standpoint, I started proposing the programming being dispersed countywide about 7 years ago. And so I really believe that for me, while the accolade of Teacher of the Year is just so humbling and honoring, it also for me was so exciting that I could get some momentum on the programming. And so this past summer, Dr. Vidal appointed me to coordinator of wellness for the district.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so, so grateful.
Well, I really hope the best for your new position.
Thank you.
And actually, going into wellness and yoga,
Yes.
I'm feeling a little nervous right now, a little sweaty, a little
Yes.
stiff. So is there something that you can teach us students to maintain inner peace in an intimidating situation?
Absolutely. I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
So this morning, doing my practice,
Yes.
I picked a special crystal for you.
Really?
Yes. So it's a black moonstone.
I didn't even know that you were holding it in your hand.
I know. So it's for you.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
So sometimes I like to use little trinkets or meaningful reminders to ground me. So this one is all about balance of emotions and feeling calm. So this morning when I picked it, I have a bag and I closed my eyes and I thought of you and I pulled it out. And so Ms. Pellegrin and I looked up to be sure that the meaning was accurate. So if there's ever anything that you feel at home, like whether it be a piece of jewelry or like I know one of my guy friends, he has a piece of like a rock that he got on a hike, but he
Yes.
keeps it in his pocket and it helps to ground him. So there are little things that you can do like that. But for the viewers and for us here together, we can do the butterfly hug. Would you
Yes,
like to
amazing.
learn that?
Yes,
So you can
please.
just keep that out there, but if you want to put it in your pocket or
Yes.
your purse, whatever.
I would love to.
Yeah.
In my school bag.
Yeah. Okay, so the butterfly hug activates your nervous system in a way to calm and relax. So we're going to go like this, excuse me, and we're going to slowly tap. Okay, and so by tapping on the alternate side of the body at the same time, you're actually encouraging the nervous system to calm. And then if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And we can even rock now from side to side. And then coming back to center, and we're going to take a deep breath in and exhale, release. And it's a butterfly hug.
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I definitely feel a little more calm and warm.
Yeah. The
Thank
breath
you.
is the single most powerful tool that we have all the time with us. So when all else fails, just take a breath.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
you're
actually
welcome.
really funny because I would always joke to my family that when they say, "Oh, so I'll go on a walk, go out exercise," I would say, "I'm breathing.
Yeah.
That's breathing exercise. I'm working out right now." But
I love
I
that.
recently learned that breathing is actually such a great exercise for everyone. So,
Yes, it is. It really, really is.
okay. So, also, as a senior in high school,
Mhm.
one thing I realized is that there is such a wide range in concerns and stress among the students. So,
Yeah.
starting from academic concerns to relationship problems. So, what's a way that you embrace all of these wellness concerns? And also, what's something that you want students to implement in their daily lifestyle to solve their personal distress?
So that's a great question. So I'm going to answer the first part by saying I have created for myself a 100-day plan stepping into this new position. I started on August 19th.
Mhm.
So my 100 days is up on January 27th. And by that point, I hope to have a plethora of new information and knowledge that will guide the direction of the programming. But in these 100 days, I am on a listening tour right now. I actually started it with students through CRAS,
Okay.
with you being one of those
Yes.
students. And I've been going to all of the high schools. So my goal is to get to every high school for September. And I'm doing this listening tour and hearing what the issues are in terms of wellness, what things are being done to meet those needs, and how wellness is defined. So I'm also working with Ms. Pellegrin to get another additional person from each high school to be part of our teen mental health advisory, which will soon be rebranded to a wellness council. And so I'm looking forward to the opportunity to really have boots on the ground. All the work that I've done, Suha, has been almost a grassroots movement of me just starting practices in the classroom with my kids to a full-on course and then a program, all based on need and interest.
Mhm.
And so I'm really looking forward to hearing what kids across the county need and what they would like in terms of their own wellness, because there are many concerns and we need to address how we need to better take care of ourselves.
Right.
So the second answer for your second question in that is what I believe most of all is that each individual needs something to hold on to, like they need something to feel connected to, which is why I so very much love and support Dr. Vidal's Belong, Grow, Succeed vision, because it really is wellness in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
So every single person needs to feel connected to something or someone. And so my advice to anyone out there who's feeling overwhelmed or stressed or alone is to figure out a way to get connected, whether that is with yourself and doing a breathing exercise like we just practiced, or using an object to ground you, or connecting with another person or an activity that you love. nature, and all of those will give you the opportunity to feel that element of wholeness. And when we feel whole, we can then do so much.
Right, right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's actually so interesting because I know that CRASC, we also have a mental health coordinator, and it's really nice to just hear that you're gathering students from each school to gather a wellness council. So, what are something that you look forward to students who want to be in the wellness council and join your journey?
Well, that's a great question too. You have a lot of good questions today.
Thank you.
I I just I love interacting with teenagers. And I don't know if you knew this about me, but I always thought I was going to be a second grade teacher. I thought I was going to be Miss Honey from Matilda. But my journey took me elsewhere. And I don't know what it is, but I just feel so connected to your age group. In some ways, I think it's because I really struggled with depression and anxiety when I was 17, 18, 19. And I wish I had some of these practices. That's really at my core as to why I'm doing the work I'm doing. And so I am just most excited to make these connections with students across the whole county. I have a student family over across the street at Annapolis High School still, but I'm just excited because even during the pandemic, I was able to have the opportunity to connect with students across the district for Student Wellness Block, and it was really, really amazing to just see the different types of viewpoints and perspectives. And I really feel that you all have the answers and you have the best ideas. It's about just someone elevating and empowering you. So I hope I can do that.
It's so heartwarming to hear this as
Oh,
just a teenager, not even a
no.
host.
Oh,
or...
but no, you are not just a teenager. Yeah, no, not at all. So whenever I always actually was just saying I went to wellness club on Wednesday at Annapolis High. There's a running joke in the building of if I really left the building because I've been there quite a bit. But I was saying to them, like, don't ever let anyone tell you you're just a teenager because you have so much to offer, and you're the next generation who I have the ultimate faith in. Just of all the students that I work with, it gives me such hope in our country. Yeah.
I think as a senior and just a high school student, I think a lot of students just justify themselves as just teenager or just one of the students in a school in a county. And it's just amazing to get reminded again that students each hold so much of value and potential in them.
Yeah, absolutely. You said that so beautifully, Suha.
Thank you. Once again, thank you, Mrs. Connerton, for joining us at our studio today to share your journey in advocating for not only wellness of students, but our community. Next up, we are off to Severn Run High to witness the start of a brand new school community. We made it. We're at Severn Run High School right now. Let's go check it out. I talked to all of my friends. I was like, guess who I'm seeing today? I'm seeing Miss Nog. And everyone was like, how? I think they're in the middle of a test. So I don't know if I want to bother them.
I gotta watch you on the TV. I know.
Well, this might be on there. It felt a little sad to see her in a classroom without me, without us, just in such a new community, but I'm definitely happy because I feel like a lot of students treat her with respect just as we did back in Arundel. Actually, she was such a great supporter for me when I was a guest in Teen Talk. I told her I am going to be representing Asian American students out there in ACPS, and she was actually there for me to support me and share her experience as an Asian American teacher. Now it's time to hear some honest opinions from our students of Severn Run. Hi, nice to meet you, Ryan. Can you introduce yourself for us?
I'm a 9th grade student at the brand new Severn Run High School. I'm an avid student and I'm also a tuba player in the band here.
As I walked into Severn Run here, I saw some amazing learning environments, including this classroom. So what do you think the strength is of this new community?
I think the fact that everything's brand new and all the new equipment The hard thing is everybody's getting used to it.
Right.
But I think once everything gets put into place, it's going to be such a good environment with all the new materials, all the just the new building itself.
Yeah, that's
getting all the
amazing to
new
hear.
students together, getting
Yeah.
a new community. That'd be fun.
Perfect. So going into your experience, so as a freshman member in this class, what experience do you have in this school specifically? What's your insight of this new community?
I will say, since, as I said, I'm in the band is amazing. Our band teacher, Miss Bang, is amazing. Our equipment is crazy. Since I'm a tuba player,
Right.
it's such amazing equipment, and my tuba is so nice. Everything's nice. And all the other people that came from schools like Old Mill and Meade and stuff like that are saying to be careful with my instrument because that is so new and that I don't want to break it.
Right.
This school is just, it's going to be an amazing place to be in, and I'm excited to be the first 9th grade class graduating. That's exciting to me.
Oh, it's really nice to hear that you're excited for your upcoming years in high school. Now I'm with Brazil. So can you introduce yourself for us?
Hi, my name is Brazil Fogg. I'm actually a student athlete, and I am in 9th grade, and I am here at Severn Run.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what is something that you like about the learning environments here? It's very clean, pretty bougie.
Yeah, I really love the teachers. There are some amazing teachers, and I would actually love to shout out my AVID teacher, Miss Burkhart, and my math teachers. They are amazing. All of the teachers are amazing. They're amazing.
Well, then I'll probably have to ask, what's your favorite subject?
I probably have to say history and English.
History and English, so you're
Yeah.
like English smart, kind of.
Yeah, I like those two. They're very interesting.
Okay, so as a freshman member here, you know, it's a really new community, so there might not be as many traditions or cultures here. So what do you think there's some difficulties you had, you know, joining a new community?
Honestly, if I'm gonna be totally honest, I didn't even really have any difficulties. The school was great, honestly. Yeah, like it's huge. I mean, probably just finding my classes because of how huge the school was. Other than that, everything was great.
Well, I have to ask you, what middle school were you from?
So I was actually in Charles County. I had went to a middle school called General Smallwood. So yeah, that school is very small. It's definitely way better over here, like cleaner, teachers are amazing and everything. Like everything is just great.
So are you enjoying your transition to middle schooler to high schooler now?
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's great.
That's great to hear. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank
talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're going to talk with our upperclassmen in Severn Run. Hi, Trey. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, my name is Trey Kelly. I'm an athlete here. I run cross country and track and basketball. And I went to Old Mill last year.
Oh, okay. What's the difference between Old Mill and Severn Run, do you think?
Well, obviously there's a lot more windows here, but just the environment, this is just new. It's a good opportunity to meet more people, meet more teachers, meet more classmates, and it's been very, very smooth.
Oh, very smooth.
Organized, yes.
Okay. What do you think some difficulties you might have had moving here? Because as someone who actually moved to this country, I know that transferring is a very big difference. So
A little tough leaving some old teammates, some old friends, and some old coaches and teachers, but I'm meeting some here, so it's good.
okay. Do you have any coaches or teachers you want to highlight who helped you a lot to adjust in this new community?
Coach Murdoch is still there for me. He was the track coach there and the cross country coach. And Damian Holland, he goes to UMBC now. He went to Old Mill with me. And yes, Sadeka mentored me a little bit.
I actually never played a sport before. This is my personal curiosity. How does it feel to join a new team and have new teammates and start from a very new background?
It just feels like fresh air. It's something to get used to, for sure, but once you get used to it, it's fun again. So I enjoyed that process.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're honored to highlight the teachers of Severn Run High School. So thank you so much for joining me today. What's your name and what subjects do you teach at Severn Run?
My name is Miss Frazier, and I teach choir, guitar, and piano here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fun.
So have you taught in a different school before?
Yes, this is actually my 4th school that I've taught at. When I was fresh out of college, I taught elementary for a little bit, and then I worked in a different county, and I taught high school for 6 years, and then I came here from Broadneck High School as my most recent school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think the difference is teaching in such a new community compared to all the schools that you have been?
I think we have a really cool opportunity here because everything's new. We are building from the ground up. So it's really fun of getting to know our students and working with them and kind of creating the culture of Severn Run. Like what is our pack culture? Who are we? So that's been really cool of trying to figure out what the kids want to do, what we can be like, yeah, we're definitely going to do that. I was like, oh, we'll wait to do this, but getting their ideas and working together to create what Severn Run is.
I love that the identity is created with the students, with the teacher, but have you faced any difficulties in the process?
I think the difficulties is when you put a group of individuals, like different individuals, right? It's going to take a while for us to gel, figure it all out, but we're going to get through it together. And like it's getting to know everyone and trying to keep us all together in one like happy, positive mindset, but knowing it's going to get better.
It's gonna
might
get
be rough,
better.
but we'll get better over time because that's what most things do. You get better over time.
Thank you so much for talking with me today, and I hope you have a great school year at Severn Run. I am so honored to talk to you today. Can you introduce yourself for us today?
Of course. My name is Miss Burkhart. I am the Avid Site Coordinator at Severn Run. I also teach Avid 9 and Avid 12.
Oh, amazing. So have you taught in a different school or a community before?
I have. I started my career teaching high school up in Hartford County, and then I went to Northeast Middle School, and I just came from Severna Park Middle School.
Oh, wow. So I hear some diverse backgrounds from different counties to different levels of school. So how do you think Severn Run is as such a new community just building up?
That was one of the attractions for me coming from middle school. I knew it was time to come back to high school. The diversity here between staff members, students, starting a culture from scratch is just something you don't get to do maybe once, twice in your career. I love the opportunity of being able to establish a sense of belonging with so many different students and so many backgrounds across the county. It's been a lot of fun this school year.
That's great. What's your favorite process of building the identity of Severn Run?
Oh my gosh. Probably highlighting student achievement, student collaboration. Yesterday we had a student, a cheerleader who was in the hallway with her friends, and she was the one that motivated them to get to class. She's like, come on, I'm not being late. So I pulled her aside, emailed her coach, her mom, and just said, it's easy to do the right thing when people are watching, but to do the right thing when you think nobody's watching. So just celebrating those small successes across the building is just so exciting because starting off on a positive note is my favorite thing.
Right, right. So, building a new community, it might not be just positive moments happening. So what do you think there are some difficulties that you're facing here?
So our principal has said from day one, a new building is not a perfect building. So working out the small kinks with the new technology, learning all the names, parking, I mean, just little things that you don't think about when you arrive to a building that's already been established for a few decades. So those small things, we're just learning to be flexible, communicating through the problem, and trying not to get frustrated, just realize that this is learning pains. And I think our students really take a cue from us as well in that when we don't get flustered with technology coming in and out, parking issues, if they see us remaining cool and calm and communicating, then it just sends that tone like, we got this, we got this.
I definitely agree. As a senior who just started driving, I definitely face some.
Your poor family.
Yeah, I definitely face some issues in driving into school, out of school, and it helps a lot when teachers are just helping us out through the transition of getting
We got
into
this.
school.
Yep, we got this.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much for having us today.
I gotta say, go Wolves. Go Wolves.
Go Wolves! I have to say I am so excited to witness the establishment of Severn Run, and I'm so happy to be here to talk with Ms. Kennelly here today. Hi, so I will have to ask, it is such a process with uniting all these talented youths from all around the county to build a new community. So what do you think your main goal or focus is when it comes to unifying all these students from all around the county, but also highlighting all the unique talents that these youths have?
That's a great question. One of my favorite things about being here is being able to witness everything that everybody brings to the table. We have so many students and so many teachers from all over our county, all over our state, that are just really coming together to share their passions and their excitement. And it's been really neat to see to come together, because this place is, yes, it's a brand new building, which is really exciting, but it's a home for everyone. And so it's really, everyone finding their place has been really neat to watch.
I'm so excited to see Severn Run forming their identity with all these talented from every aspects. Well, so if you say there is a word, one word that can define Severn Run, what would it be?
I would say limitless. We are a brand new school and the sky is the limit, so there is nothing we can't do, and that's what I hope our students and teachers all take to heart as they, find out what makes them have a great experience here. We are limitless.
That's amazing. I think that should be like a little logo, like we are limitless, like, the Nike, like just do it.
Yes.
So I know that you have been here even before school year started, throughout the process of, picking the school colors or picking the mascots and the whole building up from the constructions. So what do you think your favorite process of, forming this new community was?
Sure. So I got to spend all of last year, last school year in the planning process. And like you said, we went through selecting the school name and selecting the mascot and colors, and that is all community driven, right? I get to be a part of the process, but it's all everyone's input that has led us here. And I think that, we spent all last year dreaming and planning and hoping and coming up with all kinds of things, but to see it all come to life, and to the very first day for ninth graders and the very first day for all students and our first games and our first back to school night, we have a whole year of firsts ahead of us, and it just makes every day really special.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. Well, lastly, do you have anything you want to say to our Severn Run students out there?
I'm just so excited to see everything that happens this year and in the years to come. Our Wolves community is awesome. We're just really, really, really lucky to be here. So thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you so much for having us here at Severn Run.
You're welcome anytime. Go Wolves!
Go Wolves! The 2024-2025 school year will be your school year. See you next time on Teen Talk.